All right, welcome to your prenatal yoga flow. We're going to hit that play button on the June playlist in 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh, let me just say, let's actually start it on the second song, Moving by Eskimotion. Okay. So make sure you have your blocks, which I don't. Here they are. And you're just going to have a seat. You can do that cross-legged. You can do that on your shins, or you can even sit out here. But I'm going to go cross-legged. And I want you to rock your pelvis forward and back, checking in with how you feel around your hips, around your pubic bone, around your belly, low back, and settle into a spot for your posture that feels really elongated all the way out through the top of your head. And once you settle into your spot, take a breath in, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll back. One more time. Deep breath in, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, roll them down. Feel the space, or feel the tops of your shoulders really come down and back slightly. You can get your neck to go long by pulling at the back of your skull, right behind your ears. Think about that space lifting up rather than lifting up through the top of your forehead. Settle into your breath. Maybe you close your eyes. And start diving into noticing how everything is feeling from the inside out. And if it really helps, place a hand on your belly where the baby is. And put the other hand on your heart. And as you breathe, both belly and chest lift. And when you breathe out, everything collapses back in towards itself. And perhaps you notice a connection between either of your hands. Just take 1 second to recognize this power that you have. So if you came to the mat feeling a little tired or low energy, know that your energy is being put maybe somewhere else. Keep breathing in compassion for yourself. Breathe out fear or expectations. Take 1 more breath. You can relax your hands down by your side as you set an intention for your practice. Think of maybe how you want to feel after you're done moving. Maybe it's a word or a phrase or a color. Set it with a breath in, reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands into your heart. Then reverse that prayer up as you breathe in again. Exhale and separate your hands. Reach down for the floor. And draw your chin in towards your chest. So again, you're feeling the tops of your shoulders come away from your ears. Slowly rock your head from side to side. Getting into a full half circle. Just checking in. Feeling into the front of your neck, the sides of your neck. Take 1 or 2 more knots until you feel even. Then you can lift your head back up to the center as you breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands will come forward. Shift off your block. You can take the block out of the way. Face the top of your mat into all fours. Lean back a little bit so you can lift up your fingers and really spread them out so you get the webs of your hands to open up. Shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. You can circle out the ankles both directions a couple of times, going from head to toe here. And then you can lower the feet down with toes tucked or flat, up to you. Inhale and lift your sits bones as wide up as you can. Let your belly droop down softly as you pull your shoulder blades together across your low back or upper back. Lift your chin off your chest. Feel that slight stretch in your pecs and your belly. Exhale, push and round as much as you can. See if you can pull the baby up and in as you squeeze and look down at your belly. Inhale, slowly lower back down into that extension. Just checking in with your low back. Exhale, really round into the spine. Push your shoulder blades apart. Last time. Inhale, find that extension. Exhale, round into the flexion. Double flexion. Inhale back to center. You're gonna widen out your knees just a touch if you need some more support. Keep your left hand down. Breathe in, right arm comes up to the sky. Circle out your wrists, either with open hands or with a closed fist. Take a big breath in as you reach your arm all the way up and back to the left side of your space. Exhale and lower that arm and your shoulder down to the floor, or you can do it to a bolster. So you don't have to go down as far, but you're still getting a gentle twist in your upper back. Every time you breathe in, find a little space in your spine, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, gently push into your left hand to help stabilize and to generate more of that twist in your upper back. Notice if your hips just want to sway to your left. All good. One more time. Bring your left hand back down by your face. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky as you move your stuff away. Okay, you're going to move your left knee in, kickstand that foot out as you extend through your right leg. So now you're facing the long end of your mat. I want you to try pushing your hips forward as fast as you can to get out of your hip flexors and your shoulders still stacked over your wrists. Stay in this modified side plank with the knee almost directly under your hip. And if you feel strong and ready, let's lift the outer right leg. So you'll feel this glute area. Take a big breath in, reach long through your fingers and your heel. Arm will come by your ear. Exhale, use your core. Try tapping your knee to your elbow. Inhale, really find some length and strength there. Exhale, give it a tap to the thigh. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, pull it in. Good, breathe in and find your length. Keep this right leg lifted if you can. You can always touch it down if you need to. Right arm will come down and your left leg will square back off. If your toes are tucked, let's try lifting the leg up again. Take a big breath in. And exhale, hold it. If you want to play with your balance and stability, walk your left fingertips forward. Maybe float the arm. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg a little higher. Squeeze your glute, bend your knee. Reach back with your left hand if you can, or you can energetically reach. Good. And then push down into your right hand again. And kick into your left hand. Open up your chest, feel that stretch. Feel the energy across your back body. One more big breath in. Good. Exhale and let your knee go down. Your hand goes down. Let's widen out the knees and push yourself back to a child's pose. Just relax your arms, your shoulders, your wrists. You can flex them, open them, whatever you need to do. Sink your hips as far back as you can. Let your belly hang between your knees. Breathe into your back body and relax your shoulders. One more breath. And opening up the palms, take a breath in and lift yourself back up into your tabletop. You can lower or bring in your knees tighter. Keep your right hand down. Inhale, left arm comes up to the sky. Circle out your wrists to start on that side. You can do that open or closed. And take a really big reach all the way back as far as you can so you feel this stretch in your forearm, your upper arm, your chest. Inhale. Exhale and lower your arm down. Lower your head down. Maybe you take that bolster, put it underneath. Maybe underneath everything. Use your right arm to push as you breathe out to find this little twist. It should feel more so in your upper back. If you feel it in your low back, you can bring your belly back to center. Maybe your shoulders don't stack as high, and that's okay. Feel up the back of your shoulder. One more breath. Bring your right hand back down by your face. Inhale, left arm comes up to the sky. I'm going to swivel around to face you. Okay, keep that left arm up. You're going to kickstand the right foot out and make your way into that modified side plank. Maybe you look down and you see that your foot is lined up with your knee and is lined up with your hand. Find that big stretch and reach. Push your hips forward. Notice the sides still feeling long. Hold here or try lifting your leg up. Find that outer glute strength. And then bring the upper arm by your ear to match. Super long line energy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Gather your belly in. Inhale, reach long. Like you're being stretched. Exhale, tuck it in. One more time. Reach. Exhale, connect. Hug your belly, your baby. Take a breath in. I'm going to keep that leg floating this time myself. Exhale, lower the left hand down. You can square down your hips. So readjust with that right knee, right foot in alignment, back in your three-legged tabletop. Hold this balance, checking in with left hand and right knee. Lift up through your inner left thigh. And then if you feel strong, stable, ready, let's walk the right hand forward and lift that head up. Take a breath in, check in with your low back. Exhale. Maybe lift up the left leg even higher. You can bend the knee, reach back. Find your hook, find your hold. Take a breath in as you push into your hand with your foot. Keep your chin off your chest. Maybe you take the gaze forward if that feels okay on everything. Notice the stretch in your right arm, shoulder. One more breath in. And exhale, let everything go. Nice and slow, back down to the earth. Let's walk the knees wide. Take your two blocks and put them at shoulder width distance apart. Walk your elbows down onto them. You're still gonna sink back in your child's pose, or you can stay in a puppy pose with your knees right underneath your hips or a little wider. You're gonna sink your chest down, stretching into your arms, and your ribs on the sides. Stay right here, or hands together, bend your elbows. Let your hands touch back in between your shoulder blades. Take some deep breaths. Maybe move your head from side to side. Nudging away any tension around your face. Come back to stillness and lengthen out your arms. Push into your elbows to lift yourself back up. Walk your knees in. Let's move onto the hands and knees one more time. Okay, we're gonna tuck the toes under. Lift your knees and let's step them forward. So you'll stack up your blocks right underneath your shoulders. Take a breath in, find a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold it down. Notice if you're carrying, again, tension at the back of your head and neck. If it feels okay to drift the head down, not so much pressure on your belly, your heart, your throat. See how you do with the hamstrings for one more breath. Inhale, lift your heart, give yourself some space so that you can step your left foot all the way back, followed by the knee. Let's go hands to the inside and heel toe that right foot even wider. So from the front, I'll just be here. Sink your hips all the way down as best as you can. And you can go from side to side, swaying your hips. You could always stay up, or if you feel like lowering down onto your forearms, onto whatever height of your blocks that feel good, you can do that. And then while you're down, try keeping the right ankle dorsiflexed and active, and let your knee fall away from your right shoulder. Notice if that pulls something different, gives you a different vibe and sensation. Maybe you play with keeping the knee out, riding on the outer edge of your foot, or you can keep working on having it flat. And I want you to breathe into the sensation that you may feel around your pelvic floor. Let's do one more breath. Walk back up onto your hands with the blocks. And we're gonna just shift the body back. We're gonna keep the hands on the inside for now. Toes up towards the sky. Breathe in, heart up. Exhale, melt it down. Now I want you to move your hips from side to side again. If that feels okay on your left knee, check in with it. Maybe you feel a different sensation around your right thigh on the back side. You can also just move the right leg itself, pointing the toes out, rolling the toes in, with a little internal and external movement. And keep your toes up towards the sky. Right hand is going to stay down on the inside. Just breathe in, open up with the left arm to the ceiling again. Notice what you feel on your inner right thigh or even around your belly and waist. So from the side. It just looks like that. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand down and just be mindful of how you're moving your body here. You can put your hands, both of them, down on the floor, bend into your right knee a little bit so that you can slide your left shin underneath you and through so you can kind of see. You can also just sit on a bolster if that feels okay. Your right leg will stay long. Your left knee will stay bent. Right hand reaching to your left knee. Take a breath in, reach up again with your left arm. Exhale, find a side bend up and over to your right. You could let go of that hand and just drop it down to the middle if you feel like this rotation, if this doesn't feel that great. You can work on that pure left body side bend. If you take a breath in, give yourself some room. Exhale, take it up. Try again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, land the hands back behind you. Let's pull the right foot in to meet with the left, so you're sitting in a butterfly. If you have short arms like I do, we're gonna do a little inner thigh stretch. So by putting the blocks on your thighs, it just gives a higher meeting point, so you don't have to push down as hard with your shoulders. Holding on to your feet or your ankles, take a breath in, sit up tall, breathe out, push down through your elbows without letting your shoulders come to your ears. Right? Keep your neck as long as you can. Shift forward and breathe into your hips. Notice if your spine's starting to round. Just feel the energy of lengthening out again through your back, through your waist. Just hold that, one more. Breathe in, lift yourself up. We're gonna go blocks away, legs straight, give them a good shake. Move that stagnant energy around. Sit up tall, soft bend to the knees, really dig down in through your sits bones. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, let your belly land in between your thighs. Reach as far forward as you can and just let everything collapse down. Take 2 more breaths. Let go of your back body. Inhale, rise up through the spine. Send your legs over one way so that you can find a seat on your shins. Okay, grab your blocks, come forward onto all fours. You can lift up through 1 foot at a time, stepping to the top. That's actually great practice for postpartum. Okay, take a breath in, think halfway lift, energize through your upper back by pulling the shoulder blades down. And breathe out, fold it down. Something familiar. Inhale, find that halfway lift one more time. Exhale, let's step the right foot back. Lower your right knee down. And then both hands will go onto the inside of your foot. Sink your hips down. You might need to scooch the right knee further back. And just start with a small sway, side to side. It's like you're easing your way through the stretch. You can start to imagine easing your way in through labor and birth. Channel your breath, stay connected to it as you potentially lower all the way down onto your forearms, onto whatever surface feels good. You can stay still, go back to the sway. You could also just try again with the left side, let the knee fall out and away, right on the outside edge of your foot, and then try planting the foot down, pulling your thigh in. Send it out, and pull it in. Just a few more times. Last one. Slowly come back up to your hands on the blocks. Push your hips back, straighten out your left leg. Toes will go up to start. You can go side to side, like you're, again, maybe drawing something with your tail on the wall behind you. Or you can rotate the entire leg within its socket. Give it one or two more wags, either way. And you're gonna keep your toes active, pulling up towards your face. You can keep your thigh turned on. Left hand's gonna stay down. Inhale, open up your right arm. Challenge your balance a little bit. You can really tuck the right toes under to give yourself more support. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Lower the right hand down. Okay, so just to demo quick, you're gonna bend into your left knee a little bit, tuck your right knee in. You can like shove it across your mat. Slowly lower it down onto your butt. You're gonna keep your left leg straight, right knee wide and open. And spin your chest so that you're facing your right knee. Take your left hand and grab for it as best as you can. Deep breath in, reach up with your right and lean over to your left. You could also just cradle your head with your hand, or it feels good to relax the left arm down and really reach, relax the head. See how that feels? Feeling it all in this flank on the right side. In between your hips and your lower ribs are some really strong ab muscles, your obliques, and the QL muscle, which really helps out the low back. But sometimes it gets too tight. Deep breath in, give yourself some room. Exhale, deepen one more time. Inhale, rise all the way up. As you breathe out, let's take the legs out really wide as you can. Okay, scoot your hips forward so you feel like you're more on top of your sits bones rather than slouching back. So you can use your hands behind you as a little prop up. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Take a breath in as you pull your toes up towards your face. Breathe out. Maybe you move the hands forward. I want you to think every time you breathe in, your pelvic floor lengthens down naturally. And when you breathe out, everything gently gathers together. You don't have to force anything into a conscious contraction. I just want you to watch it, how it naturally opens up. When you breathe out, it collects and comes back in. It's the same thing at your belly. Inhaling to feel that expansiveness. And when you breathe out, everything gently wraps around. And it's not just in the front, right? It happens on the sides, at your waistline, all the way into the back. You can breathe into there too. Notice how your breath allows you to connect deeper to whatever position you're in, to whatever movement you're making. Your breath is so powerful. Always come back to this place. Just remembering. Take a breath in, ride all the way up with your spine. Go ahead and bring your thighs in. You can plant the feet down. Give yourself a little windshield wipering. Good. Again, just moving energy, right? Okay, plant the feet down. You're gonna keep your hands back behind you. I like fingertips out rather than facing forward. You can go out or you can go back. That's a lot of pressure on the wrist sometimes, but do what feels good for you. Okay, bend your elbows, roll the shoulder blades back, keep your right foot down. Left ankle is gonna cross over in front. That foot can go out first if you need to, and then pull the foot in. Try bringing your low belly, your chest up towards your shin. Again, just find a gentle rock from side to side. You can stay in this rocking figure 4, or if it's in your practice and you feel good for it, you can take yourself into a double pigeon and lean yourself forward. Girls' hips are a little tight today, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to stick with this one. Just give yourself 3 big breaths wherever you're at. You can take your time inching back out. If your legs are crossed like mine, you can uncross, sit up tall, just circle out the wrists. You can just flex them with the fingertips back, tops of the hands down. Then we'll bring them back behind you again. Let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh. You can slide the left foot even closer to your butt, or you can just walk yourself a little closer with your hands. Keep the toes pulled up, pushing your belly, your chest up towards your chin. Find that rock, which could just be where you start. And then you can end up in that double pigeon when you feel ready. If you feel more sensation when you get your ankle over to the left, it's probably more of piriformis. Keep working on it, breathing. Notice if your toes go numb. We don't want that. Just have to take out some pressure by moving your foot away. Hold wherever you are. 3 more breaths. Last one. Slowly start to come up or uncross. Sit and cross-legged. Again, you can roll out the wrists or just gently shake them out, or double flex them if your wrists are a little like, that was a lot of pressure. Okay, you're gonna grab your blocks. We're gonna go with a nice stack. One flat, one up. We're gonna go with the bolster lengthwise. Take your time scooching your butt up towards the end of your bolster. Notice if you're starting to cone or dome when you lay back. Just be mindful of pulling your transverse in to really protect any of that coning or red doming. You're gonna go legs straight. Take a big breath in, reach your arms all the way up by your ears. Exhale, bend at your elbows, open yourself up wide. 2 more times. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, elbows wide. Last time. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out, take the elbows out. And with your elbows out, just straighten out your arms. See if your wrists or the backs of your hands touch the floor. And imagine you're getting gently stretched open and pulled apart in the best way to make room for all these growing pieces of you. Not just the growing womb or baby or placenta, but also the energetic energy of your heart, all this newfound love that your body totally has the capacity to carry. Stay for one more breath with your arms really out, stretch. Giving yourself that room. Exhale and let the elbows come in, come down with the hands if that feels good. Do what feels good with the legs, maybe giving them one more shake. Settling in. Take one big belly chest breath in. Exhale and let it go. Just settle in here for the next minute or so. I'll call you out when it's time. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. No rush at all, but wiggle your fingers, your toes when you're ready to reawaken your body. Circle out the ankles and wrists until you can place a hand again on your heart and your belly. Just finding this appreciation for yourself and the little one inside of you. When you're ready, you can roll over onto one side with your knees bent. And slowly come on up to a seat. Gather your hands at your heart space. We'll close this practice with one more breath. Go ahead and empty out everything you have. Take a fresh breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Thank you so much for coming and showing up for yourself, for your little one. From my heart to yours. Namaste.